And what do we have here? Alright, so generally speaking, I hate these things, but what I wanted was a little enclosed trailer, yeah, 4x8, 5x6, something like that, to travel back and forth to where my wife is from, up in Southwest Pennsylvania, and they've just gotten way overpriced, and the used ones cost more than the new ones did 10-12 months ago. So what I have settled on along with my wife is this. So we're gonna get it put on, and all right, so this is not an advertisement. I 100% paid full retail price for this. I did go with the X4s because the X2 in warmer places, there was a felt backing here that the glue would fail and peel off. So that's what I went with. Here is all the stuff. We've got the straps at the front, some hardware. I believe this is weather stripping for the front bulkhead. I'm not real sure yet what this is. Here are the clamps, some more padding material. I don't know exactly where that goes. We'll figure it out. 2 rails and the cover itself. Instructions, so let's get started. All right, so the 2 different strips. There was a thinner one if you had a drop-in bed liner. I've got a factory sprayed in, and I used the one for no drop-in bed liner. So the rails sit on and up. They've got a bracket here that sits against the front of the bed. The clamp here is glued. Do the same thing on this side. It'd be hard to tell it from some of my actions in life, but I saw that I had bound these gasket up here, and I really, that got me where I had to go find something that wasn't sharp where I could get under there and get that out. But I like the way it sits in there. One thing I really already like about this, these are the notches on the end of each of the slats that are that make up the top. Yeah, they're plastic, they're pretty heavy, but this locking mechanism here, when the cover shuts, watch all the way down, that's a piece of aluminum. Now obviously my grandfather used to say a lock only stops an honest man, but I do like that. I think you get that shut and it does the very same thing on this side. I think this will be about as secure as something can be. Alright, now the fun part, getting this unloaded correctly. didn't bring any light with me, but that's how they sit in there. It's 3 on each side, 4 if it's an 8-foot bed. Here's the step I almost misread and messed up. I thought that the bolts that it mounts with were already in it. I don't know why I thought that. They slide into these rails, same thing on the other side, and then they roll down in line with these slots. And this is your vertical adjustment. We'll get that done now behind the scenes. We're going to get this rolled over and lined up in here on both sides. Then inside it's going to be dark as it can be under that bracket. Rubber washer goes against the bracket, then the metal washer, and then this nut. And so here's my only complaint so far. The nuts to hold it on have a nylon lock nut in them is what it is, which is, like all of them, it's pretty difficult to turn, and they're so close together that you can't really wrap your hand around, or I can't. And I don't think I'm that big to get to them to turn, so you got to do them with your fingers. I've boogered them up because I got sick of it. And put a pair of channel locks on them, but if I go to putting these on and off, I'll get me a lock nut that'll fit it, and just run it on there with a ratchet or driver or something or the other. But I think I've got tie down straps. This was another improvement supposedly to the 4S. Instead of clips, it's a twist and lock, and then you can and look, I've got it all adjusted. Leave our stuff inside. And there she sits. I think she's pretty good. And she's a little heavy. Once you get on up here, rolling with one hand's a little heavy, but we'll see. I don't know, guys. I'll update you after a while. Tell you what I think. They say you might save a little gas. Honestly, this thing's heavy enough to where I would imagine that any gas savings you get from aerodynamics, you probably cancel out with this extra weight. But I don't know. We'll see. Trucks, I've had it a couple of years now, almost 2 years, and 17,000 miles or so. We'll see. If I notice a difference, I'll mention it. Anyway, guys, this is something a little different for you. Thanks for watching.